Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Startup Growth Playbook Live, Session 16. Turn your why into investor confidence. I'm Bhuva Shakti, a global product operations and fundraising advisor, helping businesses build systems for growth that actually last. For more than 25 years, I worked at the intersection of technology, finance, and operations, first on Wall Street, leading digital and AI powered transformations, and later in angel and venture capital ecosystems, helping founders launch products, expand markets, and attract investors. That blend of structure and innovation is what I now bring to startups and small businesses, helping you grow with clarity, scalability, and financial confidence. Beyond workshops like this, I also offer one to one coaching sessions customized around your priorities, whether that's product and customer readiness, operations and expansion readiness, or fundraising and investor readiness. We can focus on one area or build a combined plan that meets your current and future needs. If you'd like to explore what that might look like for your business, I offer a free 20-minute consultation over Zoom. It takes 2 minutes to submit this form on my website. The link is on the screen. Today, we'll talk about something that rarely shows up in spreadsheets: conviction. I've sat through hundreds of founder pitches, and the ones that stay in my mind always start with belief. They make you feel in the first 30 seconds that this person won't stop until the problem is solved. That's the energy we are building today. It's okay if your first draft feels messy. That's how real stories begin. I'll walk you through a structure that forces clarity, four sentences that tie your origin, your insight, your purpose, and your future vision into one clean minute. By the end, you'll have a story that travels. Investors can retell it, your team can repeat it, and your customers can believe it. That's the goal: a living, breathing why that makes your startup sound inevitable. A fintech founder reframed her pitch from AI driven credit automation to fair finance for the 99%. Same product, better value. When investors evaluate you, they aren't just crunching numbers. They are scanning for conviction. A clear why communicates focus. Numbers can change with a market cycle, but purpose is the signal that you'll adapt without losing direction. If you share only metrics, you sound competent. When you share belief, you sound inevitable. And inevitability is what turns early trust into capital. Anchor your pitch in what you believe must exist, then layer proof on top. That's how investors feel safety in uncertainty. A health tech founder once opened with charts about telediagnostics adoption. Feedback: impressive but cold. She flipped her intro to no patient should wait 10 days for a diagnosis. Every meaningful company starts with a founder seeing something they couldn't unsee. That origin story is your credibility. Investors don't just fund markets, they fund founder market fit. And that fit shows up in your story. Tell us what personally pulled you into the problem. When people feel your ownership of the problem, they start to trust your ownership of the solution. A San Francisco founder built a parenting app after spending months in NICU with her newborn. Her pitch began: I built the tool I wished existed then. Investors leaned forward before she showed a single metric. Investors are obsessed with one question: why now? Your job is to connect your conviction to an external shift, be it regulation, behavior, or technology, that proves the world is finally ready. When you anchor your belief in data, you turn emotion into evidence. Maybe it's a new SEC climate rule, or 5G rollout, or generational behavior change. A climate fintech startup linked its mission to the 2023 SEC climate disclosure mandate by showing how regulation forced corporations to seek real time carbon data, they raised funds. Here's the muscle we'll build today, the 1 minute why statement. Think of it as your story's executive summary. 4 sentences. Origin, how it started. Trend, why now. Purpose, why it matters. Future, what success looks like. Simple, but not so easy. Start by speaking it aloud. Remove technical terms and jargon. Replace buzzwords with verbs people relate. An AI logistic founder built his why like this. We started after seeing truck drivers lose hours to paper logs. With automation and stricter fuel rules, we are rebuilding the supply chain to save time and emissions. That 45-second story opened every investor call. Let's pull your why statement apart so it actually works in practice. Each sentence has a job. The first is your origin, what you saw that no one else noticed. The second is the shift, why this moment matters. The third is purpose, why the world needs it. The fourth is future vision, your future vision. What changes when you win? The fifth, if you include one, is a call to action, inviting others to join you. That's the rhythm investors can follow and remember. Every word has its keep, it has to earn it. Avoid multi clause sentences. The best way to test this is to read it out loud to someone who's never heard of your industry. Review and refine the why. Your opening sentence should make people care before they know what you sell. That means using emotion honestly. Describe what you saw, not what you built. The moment that made you think this isn't going to keep happening. Be careful not to overpolish. You want investors to think, if that happened to me, I'll build something too. That connection is what turns empathy into authentic engagement. A climate data founder opened with, I used to kayak the same river every summer. Last year, it closed for toxic runoff and raised funds. Investors need to see how your conviction creates revenue. Ask yourself, how does your mission make us money, save customers, or reduce risk? Purpose should enhance profitability, not compete with it. Maybe your ethical sourcing attracts loyal customers, or your automation improves margins while delivering on inclusion. Translate purpose into outcomes, lower churn, stronger brand trust, faster adoption. These are investor languages. Lead with passion, why this matters, then follow with proof, how it works. For example, my mother's pharmacy lost half its revenue to opaque pricing. That's why we are building transparent drug cost software in a $60 billion market. Now you have merged conviction and competence. When you blend the two, investors start thinking this feels like a person who is going to solve the problem and knows how to solve it at scale. Your why statement isn't a slide, it's the spine of the whole pitch deck. It should echo in your problem slide, your metric slide, even your closing. Repetition builds recognition. When investors hear the same line at open and close, they remember you as coherent. Some examples are your why is to make freight transparent, or trust is our currency. So, things of that sort. For investors, emphasize inevitability, meaning this market is shifting and we are the ones ready for it. For customers, talk about how life feels better because of you. For your team, link their daily grind to impact. For media, frame the societal benefit in one quotable line. This is the difference between echoing and amplifying. You are not rewriting your belief, you are translating it. When people hear the version that speaks their language, alignment happens naturally. Let's diagnose the five traps I see most. First, generic language. If your mission could sit on any startup's wall, it's invisible. Second, over explanation. Founders who can't stop talking sound uncertain. Third, buzzword inflation. The louder the jargon, the weaker the conviction. Fourth, no feature vision. Fifth, no human element. Fixing these turns average statements into memorable ones. Once you have drafted your why, get it out of the echo chamber. Start pitching it and ask one question after you finish. What did you hear me say? Their answer will show you whether your message lands. Notice what people repeat back. Those are your sticky phrases, the parts with natural resonance. Keep them. The sections they forget, rewrite them. It's like product testing. Your why has to live inside your company, not just on the pitch deck. The most aligned teams are the ones who can repeat their founder's purpose word for word. That kind of internal clarity turns everyday execution into brand building. Start weaving your why into hiring and onboarding. Every new teammate should hear your mission before they see their job description. When people understand the belief system they've joined, they make better decisions without supervision. That's culture in action. Use your why to celebrate too. When someone hits a milestone, connect it back to purpose. For example, this moved us closer to make financial access fair. Over time, that repetition turns belief into habit and habit into culture. Now let's ground the belief in data. Purpose drives performance only when you can measure it. Pick 3 to 5 KPIs, key performance indicators, that reflect both impact and growth. Retention, referrals, reduced waste, time saved, whatever proves your why works. Pair each metric with a human meaning. Don't just say retention grew 20%. Say customers are staying because our transparency builds trust. Share these metrics regularly in investor updates. Investors will see the business case. Now let's quantify the intangible. Rate yourself across the 5 C's: clarity, consistency, credibility, conviction, and connection. Each on a scale of 1 to 5. Anything below 18, you're not ready to pitch. Above 22, you're investor ready and press ready. This scorecard forces reflection. Clarity asks, could a stranger repeat my story? Consistency checks if you sound the same across channels. Credibility looks for proof. Conviction asks whether you sound like you believe yourself. Connection is emotional reach. Do people feel it? Use this quarterly. Growth scales with trust. Thank you all for joining today's Startup Growth Playbook session on Turn Your Why into Investor Confidence. Remember the through line of every winning pitch: it's belief, clarity, and confidence. Keep treating your story like a product. Test, iterate, release. Every podcast interview, customer call, or investor update is another A B test for your message. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. If you'd like to keep building on what we covered today, I offer one-to-one coaching sessions designed to help small businesses and startups to move ideas to action. We can focus on product and customer readiness, operations and expansion readiness, or fundraising and investor readiness, or create a blended plan that fits where you are right now. Each session is practical, focused, and tailored to your next step. You can schedule a free 20-minute consultation call with me over Zoom so we can map out what kind of support would make the biggest difference for your business. It takes 2 minutes to fill out the form on my website. The link is on the screen. Before you go, take a moment to reflect on one action you can apply this week, whether that's reviewing your pitch deck, refining your customer story, or updating your business metrics, or definitely creating your 1 minute why. Small, consistent progress compounds. I'd like to help you keep that momentum going. Thanks again for joining.